Good afternoon. My name is Lim Shuyan and welcome to my presentation on journalism, government and the people. The government agency I choose is Ministry of Finance. It is a key government department in charge of government expenditure and revenue raising. According to the official portal of MOF, the development of MOF started from 1950 until now. In 1951, a circular named Treasury Circular Number 15 of 1951 was issued to fully integrate and centralize the financial administration. The circular defined the role and functions of the Federal Treasurer as to handle all matters regarding revenue collections and expenditure. The Age Markets 2023 stated the revised budget for 2023 will be 388.1 billion in total. In the report, the estimated revenue for this year is 291.5 billion. The ministry is headed by a Minister of Finance who is appointed by the Prime Minister. Malaysia Prime Minister Ahmad Ibrahim had appointed himself as the finance minister due to extraordinary circumstances. Under his leadership, the ministry is structured into several departments with its own set of responsibilities and functions. We have the Deputy Minister of Finance, YB Dato' Seri Haji Ahmad bin Haji Maslan, and YB Stevens Tim Ji Kyung. The department under Ministry of Finance includes Malaysia Treasury as the head and breaking to Royal Malaysia Customs Department, Accountant General's Department Malaysia, Valuation and Property Services and Langkawi Development Authority. While the other organizations which are also under the management of NOF include BSN, Bursa Malaysia, the Central Bank of Malaysia, EPF, and etc. The key person of the ministry, also the Minister of the Ministry, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. He is the current Prime Minister and Finance Minister of Malaysia. At the 2022 Malaysian general election, Ahmad Ibrahim leading Pakatan Harapan was shown in as the 10th Prime Minister of Malaysia on 24 November 2022. In the same year, 2nd of December, he unveiled a 28-minister cabinet in which he will hold the Finance Ministry portfolio. According to Free Malaysia Today 2022, Economic Affairs Minister Rafizi Ramli said Anwar take over as the Finance Minister was due to extraordinary circumstances, which is to prevent conflict among the coalitions and parties that form the united government. Dato' Anwar Ibrahim is born on August 10, 1947. He began his political career in the 1980s with the United Malays National Organisation UMNO party and held several ministerial positions including Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Agriculture and Education before being appointed Minister of Finance and Deputy Prime Minister. However, in 1998, Anwar was subsequently arrested and charged with corruption and sodomy. He was sentenced to another 5 years imprisonment after a second sodomy conviction in 2015 and released in 2018 with a royal pardon from Yang di-Pertuan Agong Muhammad V. The most important task Anwar Ibrahim is doing now include attracting quality investments, moving to a low-carbon economy, elevating social protections, and enhancing fiscal durability. In the first parliamentary session of his premiership, Anwar announced cuts in energy subsidies for large businesses as the government looks to channel spending towards those in need. Policy. Luxury good tax. According to Dayak Daily 2023, Anwar Ibrahim presented at budget speech that the national debt is projected to reach 1.2 trillion or more than 60% of GDP, gross domestic products for the year 2023. The debt service ratio is 46 billion or 60% of revenue. This has exceeded the maximum threshold of 15% that has been practiced all this while. Therefore, the implementation of this new policy is mainly aimed to expanding the government revenue base. Moreover, according to the Age Market 2022, the Department of Statistics Malaysia reported the top 20% group T20 owned 47% or nearly half of total household income. The Finance Ministry decided to distribute the national resources to prioritize the low and middle income groups under the consideration that the income and wealth of the nation are concentrated amongst the elite and the super wealthy. Therefore, the ministry has come out with some progressive approach in the context of targeted subsidy or tax structure to protect the underprivileged. So, in this year, the government had no plans to implement wide-based consumption taxes such as goods and service tax GST, as they know the majority of the people are still struggling through inflation exceeding 5% and low wages. Therefore, the luxury good tax will be introduced next month, June 2023. Take the example from other countries like Indonesia. Luxury goods in Indonesia include luxury cruises, aircraft, motor vehicles, luxury residences, with the rate of luxury goods sales tax range from 10% to 125%. The plan was announced in the new budget speech 2023, which happened on 24 February this year by Anwar Ibrahim at Dewan Raja. Also, most of the news media publish news through online media such as The Sun Daily, New Straits Times, The Star, and etc. In addition, the official portal of the Finance Ministry had released news article and a detailed press release containing key information about the finance plan. Most of the people are not confident on the tax. They believe that the rich people have other ways to buy luxury goods. Also, most of them are confused and doubtful about the tax as the details had not yet had been announced. In the opposition, they believe this is a new and innovative way to generate income for our country. Aid tourism and retail trade associations have urged the government to withdraw the proposal to impose a luxury tax. In their opinion, they think this is a lose-lose proposition as it may lose foreign tourist arrivals and lose Malaysians from buying locally. Unless luxury goods is defined as big-ticket items like sports cars, racing motorbikes, yachts, and other brands, the tax only can be considered. According to New Straits Times 2023, Bank Negara Malaysia reported that the ringgit had a period of continuous depreciation versus the US dollars in 2022, which hovered close to levels last experienced during 1997 Asian financial crisis. This may harm those who consume imported goods and services and will lead to a rise in the overall cost of living of the people if the case is sustained. MOF had handled the crisis by doing expansionary fiscal policy, fulfilling people's economic needs and facilitating investments. Most of the people think that every time the country is facing the fall down of ringgit, the government keeps providing excuses. They think that government corruption is a reason which has an impact on currency depreciation as it reduces foreign investment. Also, the public questions the credibility of the information provided by the government. They think that government should come up with a roadmap and on how many years and what strategy is needed for us to improve country's currency. MOF has come out press release and news to clarify the problem and stated up the solutions. According to press citations by the Ministry of Finance 2023, the ministry clarified that the ringgit's depreciation to 4.74 ringgit against the US dollars in September 2022 is more driven by the global phenomena and market influences. They claim that the weakening of the country's economic fundamentals or the failure of the government-led Bank Negara Malaysia measures were not to blame for the ringgit's depreciation to RM 4.74 against the US dollars in September 22. Second, MOF had consolidated popular support. They stated out the real condition happening now. According to New Straits Times 2023, MOF said the ringgit had reversed its downward trend and gained 10% between November 1, 2022 and February 8, 2023, reaching RM 4.2983 versus the US dollar. In my opinion, government transparency is important by communicating openly and providing accurate information to help the public understand the complexities of the issues and prevent misunderstanding. Moreover, government can well use media platforms to explain policy measures targeted at addressing the depreciation, which includes steps taken to stabilize the currency, such as monetary policy adjustment, etc. This action can help to rebuild confidence among the society. Also, through media platform, government can emphasize our country's strengths, potential growth sectors, and investment opportunities to instill confidence in the economy and attract investors. That's all from my presentation. Thank you for listening.